Good morning. Is time running out now for the Prime Minister?
Angela Rayner out, Lord Manderson sacked, and now Mayor of Manchester Andy Burnham launches a new campaign group to lay the groundwork for a leadership bid.
With heavy criticism expected at Labour's annual party conference this month, can Sir Keir Starmer recover or even regain control? Or is he already past the point of no return?
And crowds gathered in London last night for a vigil for Conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was shot in Utah, as people hail him a Christian martyr. Meanwhile, his widowed wife Erica makes her first statement, promising to continue with his work.
My husband laid down his life for me, for our nation, for our children.
Elsewhere, Prince Harry offers advice on opening up to your family during his surprise visit to Ukraine. And that, of course, came just days after his meeting with his father, King Charles.
And ahead of London Fashion Week next week, one designer has banned Nepo babies from his show after accusing them of only being interested in fame for fame's sake. So this morning we're asking, is it ever okay to use family connections for career gains?
Britain will host the first inclusive paddle tour as Britain's #1 wheelchair paddle player, Kristen Paskins, champions accessibility in the sport. And we're going to be meeting her a bit later on.
A very good morning. It's an early return to North London for Ange Postecoglou as the newly appointed Nottingham Forest boss takes his side to the Emirates to face Arsenal. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Eddie Howe reveals how his relationship with Alexander Isak at Newcastle reached a point of no return. More later.
Plenty of showers around today, but it's through tomorrow when we have some heavy rain and some very strong winds. I'll have the details coming up.
It's just gone 6 o'clock. Sorry, it's just gone 6 o'clock. I'm just checking my mic. I'm Dawn Neesom.
And I'm Anne Diamond. Yes, we can hear you. This is GB News Breakfast. Yes, we poor ladies have a tough time when it comes to microphones.
I'm sorry, banging on my necklace. Apologies there, everybody,
Yeah.
if you can hear this clanking noise. It's quite a little delicate necklace as well.
It is,
but
yeah. No, you weren't clanking.
As Anne pointed out, you can hear me probably without the microphone as well. Good morning to you. Happy weekend. Well, it's not a happy weekend, but we hope you are at least making the most of the weekend.
Do you know, I think that, I wonder if you are one. There must be a lot of people who don't watch the news at weekends.
Yeah, yes.
And if you are waking up to the news this morning, ever such a lot has happened, hasn't it, over the weekend? And of course, we're going to be covering everything from domestic news to the pickle that our Prime Minister seems to find himself in.
Well, he put himself in it, really, to be honest with you. I mean, he is the chief pickle in a jar of pickles. I mean, he really is. I mean, so talk about judgment. All you ask for in a Prime Minister, right, just one thing, is judgment, to demonstrate good judgment.
Clear decision-making.
Yes.
That's what we expect of leaders. One of the key tenets of leadership, I would have thought. I would have thought
so, Aidan McGee, as well. However, he doesn't actually seem to have nailed that one, does he?
No.
No.
There are a lot of people, even if they're trying to be very generous about him, say that he isn't showing any leadership. Maybe he's a good man, he's got to the top, but a leader he ain't. And a leader needs to make sometimes uncomfortable decisions. But also, isn't it always the kiss of death when a Prime Minister stands up and professes absolute support for a person in their cabinet who's in trouble? Because you can tell the clock starts ticking.
Oh, exactly.
At that point,
but Aidan, you know this. It's like football, isn't it? As soon as the manager or the ball say, they've got our full backing.
It reached a point in football where the owners and directors and CEOs of clubs didn't even take up the opportunity to give the vote of confidence because they knew exactly what it meant in the wider context. Yeah. It meant that the manager was out in the next few days, and especially in the ruthless world of Premier League. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah,
it is quite frightening. I mean, who was he giving his backing to yesterday? He was giving his backing to someone yesterday, and if I was that person, I can't remember who it was, but forgive me. But it was like...
I'd be thinking I may as well resign before I get the sack.
Yes, yeah. Morgan McSweeney. He was saying, no, I have every faith in Morgan McSweeney, and if I was Morgan McSweeney, I would be literally packing my bag right now.
Yes, I think so. Which obviously begs the question, how long can Keir Starmer last? Because the front page of the Telegraph today says that Andy Burnham, Mayor of Greater Manchester, of course, very, very popular figure he's the King of the North, they call him.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, very popular figure. The only thing against him with a lot of the Labour lefties, very lefties, is that he was a Blairite.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Was he not Health Secretary for a while?
He was, yeah.
Very much so.
But he's made an absolute success of his mayorship. The only thing is, he can't launch an attack yet because he isn't an MP.
No.
So
there is that.
Goodness knows what hoops they're going to have to all go through for that to happen.
Even the most left-wing newspaper today, time is running out, MPs warn Starmer. That's The Guardian.